Hey y'all, Chris Bassett here, and I'll be showing you how I mounted my projector to the ceiling. Let's get into it.
So I just bought a cheap ceiling mount. It's universal for a lot of projectors off Amazon. It was like $9. It lowers the projector about 6 inches from the ceiling. It has a couple of adjustment knobs, as well as the projector mounting hole on the back of the projector. My projector had the 1/4 inch hole, mounting hole. It come with 2 adapters, so make sure you double check the size of the mounting hole before you purchase the kit. Pretty easy to assemble. Everything just screws together and then you can mount it to the ceiling. It does come with some plastic drywall anchors as well as the screws for mounting. So really the only tools you need are a screwdriver, a drill, and maybe a tape measure. This is the wall my projector will be projecting on, and then I want to hang it up here in the back. My projector recommends around 15 feet, so that's what we're going with. Something to look out for is when you're hanging the projector, you want to find a stud in the ceiling. Here I'm just tapping the ceiling with my knuckles, and I'm listening to the tone of the drywall. If it sounds hollow and echoes, likely there's no stud. A stud would sound more like a thud or a solid knock. So here I'm just going to take a measurement with my tape measure from the edge of the wall to the center of the screen. So we're going to take a measurement of the full length of the wall, and then I'm going to cut it in half. I think it was 10'8", and so here I'm coming over to 5'4". That'll be the midpoint where I want to aim the projector. So now I can go to the other side of the wall, measure over 5'4", and then I'll have the center line for where the projector needs to be. One other thing to be mindful of is the projector mounting screw is a little offset from the center line of the projector lens. So whatever that is, 2 or 3 inches, make sure you subtract that so that the projector lens is actually centered to the wall. I did a dry test and just held the projector into place to make sure it's where I wanted to mount it. Next, I took a pen and I placed the bracket on the ceiling, and then I traced around the holes so I knew exactly where to drill. It comes with 3 drywall anchors, so make sure you put in 3 screws. I didn't end up hitting a stud, but this mount should hold 2 to 3 pound projectors, and it'll hold this projector just fine. So next I just got a 1/4 inch drill bit, and I went ahead and drilled 3 holes where I'd marked out on the ceiling. Next I used my plastic mallet to tap in the drywall anchors. So I pushed them in with my thumbs, and then I went ahead and set them flush with the mallet. Then I went ahead and mounted the bracket to the ceiling, and then mounted the projector to the bracket. And here's a close-up of the projector. You can see it has 2 adjustment knobs. It has this one on top of the projector, which tightens the mount to the projector, and then this one in the back, which, when tightened, fixes the location of the projector. So I actually ran into a problem here. After everything was set up, the projector was actually hitting the ceiling fan light. It's advertised this is a 6-inch drop. I needed more like a foot. So I created an extension. I went ahead and cut the mounting bracket in half and inserted a 5/8 inch dowel in between the two. I then attached the 2 pieces with screws to the wooden dowel. You could paint this black. I didn't find it necessary, but it does give me that extra 12 inches to drop down from the ceiling. That way the projector doesn't strike the ceiling fan light bulb. So here you can see it's all mounted the same. It's still super secure, and it does give me that added drop down. It also helps the projector from being at such an angle and distorting this, the view of the screen. So here's the projector all wired up. I haven't fixed any of the wiring or anything like that. You could cover that up, but there you go. You can see it's projecting onto the screen. It looks fairly clear. It's level. It's no longer hitting that light fixture, and so we're good to go.
Hey, check out another video over here. I've got Amazon links down in the description for discount electronics. Check out those links. No extra cost. You can help support the channel. I really appreciate it. Any other questions or comments, put below. Thanks.